Hi, I'm Dave Purdy, founding partner of Wealth Management Midwest. Welcome to April. And attached to this short video is our monthly April commentary. And I just wanted to kind of highlight on a couple things. Boy, we've had just a tremendous amount of volatility lately in the stock market. I was trying to think about this today, but so much volatility and uncertainty. And when there's uncertainty, that really scares everybody. And I was thinking about it today where last fall, I got to tell you, I was working here on a Friday afternoon and I had a side ache and I went home a little bit early and I thought, man, it's just, I don't know if what I ate or whatever, but I had a side ache. And so I got home and I went to bed early that night and I didn't really sleep a wink. I got up, it was about 1:30 in the morning and man, my side was just killing me. And so I thought, this just doesn't feel right. We've all maybe had health things like that. It just doesn't feel right. So I drove to the emergency room and I walked in there and told them about my side. And of course, immediately they rushed me into this little room. I had one lady put an IV in me. I had another lady taking my blood pressure. I had another lady taking my blood to run a full panel on it. They went through a battery of tests, and then the doctor said we really need to do a CT scan. I went into the CT scan. They said we're going to inject you with some dye, and then we're going to look at that, and then go from there. And gosh, they did that. And then when I got out of the CT scan, they said, well, the doctor's already been forwarded all this information. I'm going to wheel you back to your room now and you can wait for the doctor. And of course, it's 20 after 3 in the morning. And I'm really scared to death, because I got there at 1:30. So it's like from 1:30 to 3:30, this battery of tests. And I'm sitting in this room just wondering if I'm going to have to go down to Minneapolis for the M Health, an operation. I didn't know what was happening. And the doctor came back and the doctor said, look, I got some great news. This is just a kidney stone. This is not fatal. It's just a kidney stone. I'm going to have you talk to a specialist on Monday, but I'm going to give you some extra duty heavy pain meds for the rest of the weekend. And I'm thinking about this 1:30 to 3:30 before I knew it was a kidney stone. That was a period of tremendous uneasiness. I didn't know what was going on. I was scared. I mean, boy, I'll tell you. And then once I found out, things really kind of settled down. And I kind of parlay that to this tariff thing. Right now, we're between 1:30 and 3:30 in the morning. It's just like when I was in the emergency room. We've got all this stuff going on. We don't know what's happening. But eventually, things will start to settle down, and then we'll get a clear picture of what's going on. I do know that recently, last Thursday, it was the largest retail investor. So there's retail investors and then there's institutional investors. And we're retail. It was the largest influx of new money to the stock market for retail investors in 10 years. That's positive. Number two, if you look at home equity, since pre-pandemic to today, it's up over $10 trillion. So that's a lot of equity, and there's not a lot of mortgages taken out on that or home equity lines and so forth. So the economy, we've got still only 4.2% unemployment rate. So, we're still hanging in there. And during Chad and I's regular meetings with clients every single day, people in business, I wouldn't say they're doing phenomenally well, but they're hanging in there and doing okay. So, what I just want to kind of say today, we're in this period of like 1:30 to 3:30. We've just got to let some things settle out. And I'm positive it's going to be better from here. But if you have any questions, please give me a call, and I look forward to being in touch.